at an early age. I either sold drugs or used drugs. So I started out selling, and I ended up using. So that was my goal right there and stuff, the things I saw and stuff. And I remember I was selling crack cocaine, and I was tired of using drugs. But then I hit a real hard place. And along the way, I hit a lot of roads and stuff, hard roads on drugs and stuff like that. And I would quit and start back. I said, Lord, I need your help. Lord, help me. I went into it, got clean, and found myself arguing with my girl, which was my girlfriend at the time, but she's my wife now. We've been married 34 years, been together 44 years, but had a chance to just sit and I went down that road, and I remember I was working at the slumber yard on Summer and Tillman, which was Eubank Slumber, and we used to have to work a half a day on Saturday from 8 to 12. And back then I was making about $700, I want to say, a week. And that was great money back in them days. And from 12 o'clock to 10 o'clock, Sunday morning, I was broke. And smoking with some of the people, they went out, they did whatever they did, turned tricks or whatever and stuff, and they came back and they gave me this little amount of dope. And I'm like, man, I done spent $700 with y'all, and this is what you gonna do to me? And I'm like, I remember crying out to my mom. I cried like a little baby. I called her. She said, where are you at? Meanwhile, my mom was a praying mother. She came and got me, and I had my baby brother. She had my baby brother with me, who always looked up at me. My thing was, he saw it, and I saw the look on his face, and that did something to my heart. And she told me, she said, come, go to church with me. And I remember her taking me home. I had been up for 3 days and 3 nights. And she said, well, okay. She said, but I want you to give your life to Christ. I didn't know much about it. I knew they went to church. I didn't. You understand? I didn't know about what that meant. I told her after I got out of church, her and her husband was a pastor, and I told him, I said, if y'all let me go home and get some rest. I said, Wednesday was Bible study. I said, I'll be there. And I never looked back. And from that day forward, which was, God knows, 30 years ago, I relapsed a couple of times. And I heard this voice say, if you keep doing it, you're going to die. That's all I heard. If you keep doing it, you're going to die. Surely you're going to die. And I'm like, oh, I didn't like that. But I went back out again and did it again and stuff, you know what I mean? So I had a great childhood. I was raised right. I just saw some of the things the guys were doing to make money. So that was my in and out. But after that, I gave my life to Christ. And to this day forward, I've been on the good side. Yeah, on the good side.